Do I dare believe my ears? King Mughal mocked 12 his magnificent virtues serve as an example to us all who has fallen? All Mughal kindness you adapt, Kupo. And since Raya wishes to congratulate you as well, I shall let you choose speak without fear for interruption. The properties of primals. Deixa eu só verificar se eu consigo realmente fazer porcaria. Your bravery in service to the 12th and their bugles shall not be forgotten, Joseph. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray return to the Lotus stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your minds. The elder sits here is expecting you, sir. May I show you in? Joseph, you are returned to us unarmed and victorious. Thus have I two reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. And it was as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Muggles don't worship, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhaps the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of the collective faith, the Muggles called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when Slade said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised them instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every aspect the same. Which means... Ascians! This whole business reeks of their handiwork. They said it was a masked man who had thought how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. I found it all. How many more will they insert with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Joseph. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenants, though. We knew we couldn't count on you, my lady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seeds, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. It is good to see you, Helen healthy, Joseph. I received word from Ida and Papalim that you had felt good King Mughal Mog 12, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was, as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the Peace Tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seeds here of our usefulness. Our offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Joseph. The Gifted. Owing to the tireless efforts of all connected, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant Stall in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Joseph. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12th, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. I'll continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Thou art ever welcome, Joseph, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayot thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that this hall should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath barely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the aeons, and still men glorieth in his discoveries. Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Be not offended, Joseph. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surprising strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of Ah! Whence came that cry? The solar, 12 for Fendiet incident. Joseph, you must. Ai, dor de cabeça. Tell me, Louis Soir, would you have done the same? Louis Soir Laverieux was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. An Asian here? How? How readily you how readily you see you are indeed gifted at incident. But you're not like the others. Your robes gifted but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Millennia. Blade of Mikola. Mine are the robes of an image. Yeah, exactly. She know. Paul let me solo her. Ela sofreu defeito muita vez. Mine are the robes of an emissary, and like he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. You speak of La Habrea? La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he still... Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no sensation, no oblivion, only expulsion. What are... We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave. But I'm sure we'll soon get used to revenants too. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me, nothing. The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, Antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Acabas de dizer vamos ser amigos, mas enfias um ensaio. Vem, amigo. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy we do now. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy he shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? I think there is no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, as it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldesion. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. Okay. If there is any reference to an Asian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Asian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Astians are wont to employ teleportation magic. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find them, Joseph. Turn every stony vesper by if you have to. Pray and me, Tataru. Oh! I am told you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who None save he who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of men grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedents, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Brea, even amongst... Calma, peraí. I realize the same cannot be said of La Brea, even amongst his brethren he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for though the Amy... No, calma. For though them he discovered you, one so strong in a gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and the strength shall soon be spent. Yes.
Nada, nada, nada.
Yes.
Nada, está quieto, estou trabalhando. Está quieto. Deixa eu trabalhar.
These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, a emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Thank the gods you've returned, Joseph. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, shall it be again? Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elizabeth portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of understanding. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Tutti. É tutti. Right, last quest. Build on the stone. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member... Neither. Damn, man, I face. I believe I'm... I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Halamigan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a day. Furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his spy master subtly concealed misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind... Nah, family. Incentives.
seja fácil. Vais mandar-lhe sushi. Eu não quero as massas. Vais ficar muito confortável. Podes mandar-lhe sushi. Eu posso comer uma massa. Não estou a dizer.
Se já mandarem a sushi, como as massas, alguma das massas. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to ours yet, the primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Suryanger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. I thought thee departed. What sin dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. 'Tis no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my old lady's sacrifice be in vain. Joseph, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the rising suns. If you have yet to once you have given the journal to Yuri and Jera, I bid you come to the seventh heaven in Revenant's Tool. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new fear right in Revenant style. 12, that too. After all, it is right on our doorstep. Oh, Joseph, you're here. Good. We were all wondering where when you'd show up. As I was telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Sun is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Eu por acaso eu estava a pensar na música, mas não ia dizer nada. Take that thought looking for L over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. Ah, that man. I can say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in a crystal tower. Crystal tower? You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Joseph, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. The Crystal Tower quest series now progress dimension. Aí eles já fazem Crystal Tower ser uma cena obrigatória, faz sentido. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the science of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! A moment of your time, Joseph. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me he will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian have been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their... oh no, just me, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If off... Voice actor 1. If off has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. The thought of it pains me. Until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must need seek another source of information on Elidibus.
Sabe os projetos inglês?
Acho que seria, sim. Eu sempre considerei um ator inglês. Não sei porquê. Pois, mas não sei porquê sempre. Acho que foi por causa do coisa, porque no Redkine ele é inglês. It is possible that others in your homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlikely to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Hessian, perhaps? Or Ocker, or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Hessian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point I have no doubt that Elidabeth spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I did not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Joseph. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. I, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Clearly, where are you? Meanwhile, your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh harder and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time when a veil is lifted from their eyes. And as at long last they see. Isso é que é na post-credits. Hey, a Realm Awoken. Complete the main scenario quest, a Realm Awoken. Martina. Right. Legacy of Alec. Do I know you? Unless I am very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Joseph himself. Amazing. And more than a little envious. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity, you see. An opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk, a single misstep could cost you your life, but what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own abilities tends to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambrose at Saint Coinax find. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. Why, if it isn't Joseph himself? I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. Why do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb. Well, the opportunity you spoke of must surely refer to our latest Afropogiographical endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to false solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? I rather thought you I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first Joseph? I thought it was you. What brings you to St. Coinax? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insuperable foe, yes? No? Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard, Joseph. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The sons of Saint Koinek are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allagan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allagan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represented the feat of engineering far beyond what Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Talskavia simply awoke it. I mention this by a way of a reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allagan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordoma there stands an entire elegant structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon and the lesser Mundalamund before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants of that terror with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and, above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put in plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal Legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. Flashback. For several millennia, the Crystal Old Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure